All right, guys. One of the very important issue that is happening right now in the continent, and this is my call to all Africans, please, 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 if you can, and I know you are, you have to follow what is happening in Tanzania. Tanzania is going to be having a general election on October this year. We're going to try our best to cover that as much as possible. But you guys, you have to follow to see what is happening, because the election of this year is going to be very interesting. Very interesting. A lot is happening. Guys, time is not enough. So many things are happening. But I know one of the challenges about Tanzania is that we use Swahili, we speak Swahili. So it might be really hard to keep up with everything that is happening. But I'm going to try my best to be giving you guys recap of what is happening here on the ground, to know what is happening in the general election of 2025 here in Tanzania. Okay, why this election is very interesting? Because, you know, this term that the president of Tanzania, Mama Samia Hassan Suluhu, she's finishing right now, 5 years, it is actually the term of John Pombe Magufuli, because John Pombe Magufuli, he died in the second term while he was in the office. And the vice president, she was the Mama Samia, the current president of Tanzania. Because of the constitution of Tanzania, if the president dies while in regime, then the vice president take over the regime. So basically for the past 4 years, Mama Samia has been president, and this has been the president's term of John Pombe Magufuli, right? So right now, basically the two different terms of John Pombe Magufuli has done. It's finished. So now we are entering to a new season, new phase. So the same president, Mama Samia Hassan Suluhu, she's actually running for the office right now. And what is very interesting thing is that today, they actually went to pick up the form, like all opposition party and some other people pick up the form to run for president. But I want to tell you a very interesting thing that is happening right now. So in CCM, they usually have these, CCM is actually the reigning party. It's been here since they fought for independence. At that time, it used to be called TANU. And, the first president was Julius Kambarage Nyerere, who brought independence to Tanzania. And then it came, Al Hassan Mwinyi, who, was the second president. Then we had Mkapa, and then we had Kikwete, and then we had Magufuli, and then now we have Mama Samia. And now Mama Samia, she's running again for another term. What is the most important thing is that in CCM party, in order to get the running mate, the person who is going to run for president, they actually choose maximum to 3 people within the party. And those 3 people, they actually run within the party, and then the party choose one person, to represent the party in the general election of Tanzania. But this year has been very different. That is actually the policy. That is how it has been done in CCM party. But this year, they decided to pick only one person to run for president. Basically, they went against their own constitution, and they picked one person, who is Mama Samia, to actually run again for the presidents. And the person who actually recommended this is the ex-president of Tanzania, Jakaya Kikwete. He stood up during their, meeting, and he said, you know what, we don't have to wait until, until July or August to pick. We're here, and we all agree that Her Excellency President, she's doing a good job. Why? And nobody's opposing. So let's just pick her and to be the running for our party, to represent us in the general election. All right, so then it kind of created some sort of division, because other people, they're like, no, this is not the constitution of the party. Usually you have to put front people, they have to pick up their, application form, and then we pick 3 people, and then those 3 people, they compete against each other, and then we pick one. But why right now we only have one person? This cannot happen. Other people, they say, no, Mama has done great, so she has to run again. So until right now, as I'm saying, there's some sort of division within the party. So many things are going on online, online, the people who are saying no, the people who say, you know what, no. This Mama should run again. So until today, Mama President, she took up the form to run for president. She's the only one representing her party. Still, there are people who are not satisfied and they're not happy about it. So we don't really know what's going to happen. But guys, we're going to keep you update of what is happening day after day. But the interesting thing is that in Tanzania, we have a multi-party system. We have CCM has been reigning for a long time and has a lot of members. I believe is more than 11 million people there in this party. But the second opposition party and the biggest opposition party in Tanzania, it's called Chadema. So interesting thing about this is that the person who was supposed to run for president, he is in prison right now, basically. He has a treason case that happened like 3 months ago, because of something that he said. He said, you know what, election in Tanzania, it has never been fair. It has not been good. Justice has not been done. So we need reformation in the Electoral Commission in order to transform some policies before the election. Right. And he said, they have this, I would say, kind of like slogan, say, no reformation, no election, no reforms. Right. So he started that campaign and he said, you know what, if you guys are not going to reform all these policies, there will be no election. Because of that, he was captured, and brought to prison. His case has been running for the past 3 months. Right, every time that they go and they listen to his case, they postpone to another month, and it's been 3 months. He's right there. His case being listened. He's not yet being charged, but he's in the prison. Follow up with that, the main opposition party has been stopped, blocked from doing their, democratic activities. Right. As a result, then the main opposition party is not really, until right now, is not doing anything and is not really going to run for the presidents. I don't know what will happen, but until right now, it is just quiet. So there's other opposition party who are not as much as strong as the Chadema. We have Chauma, we have ACT Wazalendo, we have CUF, but all of those are kind of like small political opposition party in the country. So interesting thing is that the running president of the main opposition party. I'm so sorry, man. I'm so sorry. Actually, my phone was out of storage. And I did not know. I kept recording, so you're not going to be able to see the video, but you'll still hear the audio. Thank you for the support. I love you guys. Please keep listening. He's in prison right now, waiting for his case treason. And the punishment for treason case is to be, literally to be hanged, right? So he's still waiting for his case to be run. And on the other side, you have the main political party in Tanzania, have only one representing in the presidential run, and some people are still not agree with that. They are divided within the party itself. So it's very interesting. As you can see, like here things are moving, here people blaming whatever. And I would say that's basically is the picture of the country right now. You have two different groups. The group of people who say, you know what, we should actually postpone a little bit. And you have another group say, no, we're going to have election in October. We're going to have election in October. If you're going to be charged with treason case, it's up to you, but we're just going to run forward, right? So you can see how country is divided in a way, right? So people are literally divided right now based on their political support. You know what I'm saying? The people who are supporting the main party, and most of them are celebrities, most of them are musicians and actors. Basically all of them, they are in the CCM party, and the other party, kind of like that, you know what I'm saying? So you can see the scenario and just think about what is going to happen. Nobody can tell. Nobody knows what is happening. The only thing is being done right now is for us to sit down and to watch the news and to listen what is going to happen today, what is going to happen tomorrow, what is going to happen the day after that. That is what is happening. It is very interesting, and we don't know what is going to happen during the time of campaign all the way to the election on October. All right. So, guys, I would like to suggest to you to pay serious attention on what's going on in Tanzania. It is very important. It is very important. And to be honest, in my personal opinion, I think this is one of the most important elections we ever had in Tanzania. And because of all the friction that is happening within the country right now. And we don't know what's going to happen. We don't know how it's going to turn out. But we know God is still with this country. And we're just waiting and see what's going to happen. We're going to see what's going to happen. If the main opposition party is going to be able to run as well, for all these campaigns and everything, we don't know what's going to happen. But so far, Tanzania is here. And Tanzania, it had big tragedy a couple years back, 4 years ago, when we lost President Magufuli in the regime. It was the first time. So people are still in pain. People are still hurt. People are still, depressed because of that. Because we all know that regime, he did pretty good in the country alongside with Mama Samia. And now we're kind of like shifting to a new completely, a fresh start and new regime. So I don't know. You guys let me know in the comment section if you know anything about Tanzania's election and what is happening, what has been going on. Please let us know in the comment section. It's very important to know. But the most important thing is that, when you talk about the country, you're not just talking about the leaders, you're talking about the citizen of the country. You're talking about the people, right? The people who are want to see change, the people who want to see the development. And this is what I think I would like to say here. If Tanzanians leader are listening, I think this is really important. Every Tanzanian, and especially when you meet somebody like me who do not really care about the party. I don't even have a political party. But what I care is about the development and the improvement of my country. I literally just care that. I care for that. As long as my country is moving forward, I don't care who is on the top leading the country. But what I care is to see the countries moving towards the right direction. And I think that is the perception of many Tanzanians, not only Tanzania, but many Africans. We want to see change, we want to see environment, we want to see less unemployment, we want to see economy is boosting up, we want to see more opportunities, we want to see industrialization in our country, we want to see our country being represented in the global stage. We don't want to be identified as the poorest country in the world. We want to see progress in our countries. Why? Because I pay tax. Most of Tanzanians pay tax. Whatever you buy, you pay tax. You have a business, you pay tax. We do that, right? So we actually participate in the development of our country, and we want to see that is happening. So as long as I have a regime that is working for the people, care about the justice of the people, and do what they are supposed to do for the benefit of the people, then I don't have any issues. I don't have anything personal with anyone. And I think that is what is happening right now in the country. And the best thing that could be done right now for those who are running and for those who want to take a privilege to lead the country of Tanzania is to literally just listen to the people. Because when you run the country, you're not running a political party. You're running people who voted for you, people who did not vote for you, right? So you need a wisdom to stay somewhere at the middle and to make sure you balance the equation, not working for the party, but you're working for the country. All right, if you're running for your party, you're going to represent the policies of your country. But more than just a party, we need to have a policies of the country. As a nation, where do we want to go? Where do we want to go? What do we want to achieve? And that should be a motto that whoever leader is going to come on top is going to lead Tanzania to the promised land. And I think that is the most important thing. And all the leaders, members of parliament, prime minister, ministers, and regional leaders, I think we need to consider what the people want. That should be our first goal, because right now you're running around the street asking for votes. You're begging people to vote for you. But what do you do after you're being voted in? Do you really work for the people? Do you really care about sanitation? Do you really care about the safe water, about electricity, about the jobs, employment, for our people? You care about that? If you don't have that, you don't have to run for the leadership, because leadership is a sacrifice. It's not a prestige. It's a sacrifice. You give yourself for the benefit of 60+ million Tanzanian people. So let this be alarm in your ears as you are preparing yourself to run for the government this time, because that is what the people of Tanzania want. You don't know what's going to happen between right now until October, but you guys stay right there. I'm going to keep updating you guys of everything that is happening, because I think it's very interesting that is going on in Tanzania. And yeah. So guys, let me know in the comment section. I'm not going to say everything right now. We can say other things, save other things for later. Let me know in the comment section. What do you think? What do you think the election of Tanzania is going to be on October? Do you think the opposition party, the leader of the opposition party is going to be released from jail, from prison, and he's going to come back to run as well for the president? What do you think? What do you think is going to happen? Do you think, really it's going to happen? What do you think the state of the mind of Tanzanian people? What do they think? If you're Tanzania, I'll appreciate that. And for non-Tanzania as well, please share with us your opinion. Do you think who is going to win for president? And what is the future of Tanzania? I think that is the most important thing. Let me know. I would love to read your comments. Guys, do not hesitate to subscribe, turn on the notification button, follow our Instagram, Swahili Nation Network, for recent news about Africa, and sign up the petition, One Africa Right Now. That is what we need to have One Africa Right Now, one passport. We're still advocating for one passport until it happens. You know, you can sign up petition, you can join membership, you can join Patreon and, you know, PayPal to support the work we are doing. I appreciate, guys. I'll see you very soon. Tanzania, good luck. Best of luck. This is the journey to One Africa.